Why? I'm starting a company. Well, I'm establishing a company. Basically, I'm registering a business. Now you're probably asking, why are you doing that? Well, funny enough, it's actually long overdue. So if you don't know, I run a web agency, right? And I also make apps, YouTube videos, and so on. And I've had different clients from all over the place, and I've done work for quite a while now, around 2 to 3 years. And every time I say to myself, okay, I should probably establish a business, but I just never get around to it. I basically registered as a sole trader, so I still filed taxes and everything, but I couldn't be asked to create a whole company and everything. I just thought it would take a long time. But something happened a couple weeks ago that forced me. I was basically put in a corner where I had to just make a company or I was screwed. So if you don't know, I develop loads of apps, right? I've developed a spelling app, I've developed an app that ended up being on BBC News. Now, usually when I create apps, right, I either have them on my personal account, so for my spelling apps on my personal account, or if I'm working with clients, I have it on their organization account. So they create an organization and they add me as a developer and then I do the work there. So a couple of weeks ago, I told myself, okay, you need to develop at least 4 to 5 apps this year and they have to be high quality and under your name, your company name. Now I had my spelling app under my personal account on the App Store, right? And I wanted to add it into the Play Store because everyone kept demanding for it to be on the Play Store. So I thought, cool, no worries. I bought myself an Android device. I created the spelling app. I ported it over to Android, so APK, because it was React Native. And then I put it on Google Play Store, submitted it, or I tried to submit it. And then it told me you need to submit it to at least 12 to 14 testers before it can get published. 12 to 14 people that have Android devices, they have to test your app. Do you think I know 14 people that have an Android device? No. And I was so confused because I was like, I've made apps for multiple clients on Android and I've been able to publish them without needing to test them, like have users test them. And then I remembered all my clients have organization accounts because it makes sense because they have businesses, right? And I was like, I've got a personal account. I need to migrate my personal account into an organization account and then I can have everything under my umbrella, right? Under my company name. So I had to swallow my pride and literally just take a step back and be like, okay, let me just register for an official business name and then take it from there. So that's what I did. I went to Company House, registered my name. I'm officially the proud business owner of Karen Labs, which makes sense because my domain and my company is Karen Labs. We'll provide the best software, apps, anything for you. If you need it, let me know. Anyway, so I created the company. Cool. So now the next step was to just migrate my Apple accounts and my Android accounts, my personal accounts into business ones, because that way I can create the spelling app, I can create the next app, Jude, I can create the so on, the next app and have it all under Karen Labs. Cool, easy, right? So I go to Apple, right? And I have to go, I think I have to support a support ticket to initialize a migration to an organization account, right? And then with Google, the same thing, right? And then they ask me for a DUNS number. If you do not know, a DUNS number is essentially like a fingerprint for your company, and it's what organizations use when they have a business account or like a business page on Apple or Play Store, right? So think of Meta, think of, I don't know, Wordle or whatever. So obviously I'm thinking, I don't have a DUNS number. Where the hell do I get that from? Turns out you have to submit for a DUNS number, right? So you go, I think there's a website, I went there through Apple, so I'll put a link or whatever, right? You follow that, you put your company name, it has to be a registered company so they can look it up as well. And then from there, they'll email you a DUNS number, right? This is all happening in the span of a day or two, right? It's happening rapid. And I need it to happen rapid because I'm trying to release my app, Jude, as soon as possible because I keep prolonging it, essentially. Not prolonging it, but you know when you're in a mode of improving your app constantly and you're like, no one has used this properly. I've got like 10 to 15 beta testers, but that's not enough. I need the public to use it so I can keep improving it. Anyway, a day goes by and I end up I've got my company name, I've got my DUNS number, right? I've submitted it to Google Play and they've approved it as well. Google have approved it and they've given me an organization account. Look, this is my organization account. Sick. But Apple, oh my God, Apple have been a pain in the ass. First of all, Apple support is a joke. Absolute joke. I got on the phone with them because I put my ticket down. This is what happens, right? You submit your ticket saying, hey, can I migrate my account, right? They reply to you like 2 days later, being like, hey, can we get your name and company name? I'm replying within a minute, instantly. And then I have to wait another 2 days for them to be like, thank you, can you provide us with the website name? And I'm like, brother, oh my God, can you be quicker, please? So I emailed them back and I even emailed a follow-up email saying, hey, please, we've got a big release coming out. Can you just hurry this process up? Just come on, speed it up. And I still just hear nothing for days. And for some reason, they keep getting back to me on a Friday every single time. So I know I'm not gonna hear anything over the weekend. It's the dumbest thing. So on Monday, I try to call them, right? I'm on hold for an hour. Nothing. No one's getting back to me, anything like that. 5 minutes later, after being on hold for an hour, they hang up. Anyway, a day or two later, I get an email saying, congratulations, you've been migrated to an organization account. And I'm like, yes, let's go. But then it gets even worse. I have to sign these agreements with Apple for them to approve my account because they kind of block it. So I've got my I'll show it here. I have the official organization, right? But I've got this stupid banner telling me I can't upload anything or whatever until these are signed. I signed them, but then now I'm stuck in pending. So they have to review it. And guess what? This all happened on a Friday. So now it's a Sunday and I'm just waiting over the weekend. I'm hoping, I'm praying on Monday I hear good news and I'm all good. But that's been the process of flipping, creating a company and migrating everything. Word of advice, if you are gonna create a Apple account, like an Apple developer account or a Play Store developer account, and you're thinking, hey, am I creating more apps? I can see this becoming a business or whatever. Bro, just do that. It's like £100 to register for a business. It's not a crazy investment. It's the same price for an organization, like developer account and a personal one. It's the same price, so it doesn't matter. Do an organization one, for the love of God, because I am going crazy here. Oh my God. Okay, rant is over, okay? That should be done hopefully by Monday or whatever. But for the time being, I'm gonna try to obviously vlog, do some more consistent vlog. If you've seen my YouTube channel, and if you looked before, I did try to do some weekly updates on my app Jude, but I kind of got busy with just other client work. But I'm gonna try to stay consistent, right? So I'm gonna have like more lifestyle vlogs, right? Developing a business, starting an organization, and I want to be able to track app by app, right? So right now the focus is Jude. Here's some pictures. This is the app. You can scan any food you want. You get high accurate results. Obviously it's AI, so it's not the most 100% accurate, but it helps you. You can speak to it. You can track your weight loss, everything. It's beautiful. I'm using it right now to cut some weight. I started the app on 84 kilos and I'm trying to cut down to 75 kilos. And guess how much I weigh right now? 85 kilos. You do the math. Yeah, I don't know how that happens. I think I've been gaining muscle. That's why I at least tell myself. That's the plan. Vlogs, daily updates, and so on. Right now, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna go for a 10K run because I'm trying to burn some weight and I'm someone where, yes, I can stick to a diet and lose weight, but I just suck at that. So I have two choices. I can either eat clean, super clean, and not do a lot of movement and I still lose weight, or I can eat clean-ish and sometimes have something that I enjoy, but just burn so many calories, it doesn't matter what I eat. That's the goal. And running 10K every day, which I'm gonna try to do. 10K or 12 and a half steps of walking, one of the two. So yeah, 10K steps, you'll see me running. I'll probably just record it on my phone or whatever. And then I'll be back with an update with where we are at with Jude. Right, peace. Oh my God, I'm out of breath. Whew. Okay, we've done the run, 10K, done. I'm not gonna lie, I was halfway through running, I was around 5K in and I just wanted to stop. But then I kept telling myself, okay, I said I'm gonna do 10K, I need to do 10K, I need to do it. And I just pushed through. I just went really slow towards the end, but my God, it is tiring. But the relief you get afterwards is such a great feeling. Like, it's just the dopamine that gets released. Oh, amazing. It's the best boost to have just before you have to do some work, because you feel so pumped and ready. Combine that with a coffee, oh my God, you're flying. So around the 10K at around 1 hour and 6 minutes, I think. I'll put the time somewhere here. Not bad. It's around 10 minutes slower than my PB, because I was training for the marathon a couple months ago and I could do 10Ks without even trying. But now it's been like 2 months, 3 months since my marathon, and I'm kind of just like, phew, my body's it's just not used to running. Okay, I talked about the company earlier in the video. That's basically just a waiting game now. We just need to wait on Apple to just wake up and actually approve my stuff. But until then, we're gonna do some client work, which I can't show you because NDA, sorry, I don't wanna get locked up. But after that's done, I will show you the progress on Jude and how close we are to the release date. So yeah, stay tuned. Client work is done. It wasn't too bad. I had to fix some small UI little bugs that were detected on the client's device. Because this is the thing, when you're developing mobile apps, unlike web development where you can play around on inspect element with the width and everything. You can still do that with simulators on iPhone simulators or Android simulators, but you'll still get random things that happen. Like someone's iPhone XR will have different experiences to how an iPhone 12 is. It's just really weird. So every time someone flags it, just quickly fix it, and you try to make sure any change you make is scalable to different screen sizes. So I always try to preach responsive designs. So it was just a case of that. So I fixed that. And then after that, it was an issue with some keyboard. So a form was being submitted and the keyboard wasn't being dismissed. So I had to quickly fix that. But all of that wasn't too bad, to be fair. I used Claudina for it. That's why I call Claude Code Claudina. No, I'm joking. So I used that for that, and now we can talk about Jude. So if you remember earlier in the video, I was talking about Apple have just completely shagged me with the stupid agreements or whatever. This is what it looks like. So you can see on the Apple Connect, I get this stupid message that stops me from being able to do anything. These are all the apps I've made before. This is the Jude app. I'm going to show you the screenshot for that. This is my spelling app that I've got around 500, 600 users that use it regularly. Really good if you want to be able to spell properly, download this app. And these, let me tell you about all of these apps, yeah? Basically, when I was around 15, 16, I don't know, it was years ago, I used to develop a lot of games on Unity 3D, right? And I would export those games to the App Store, and also the Play Store as well. Now this is way before the Play Store got more restrictive with their reviews, because I remember I would just submit these games and they would pass straight away every single time. And these were kind of mediocre games. So I did that for Play Store and for iOS App Store. Anyway, let's talk about Jude. So this is where we're right now. We've got the screenshots for the app. As you can see, different screenshots, engaging captions, really getting the user's attention, making them want to use the tool. That's funny because a lot of these are my details. So you can see that's my weight. As you can see, it's going up slightly, embarrassing. Anyway, so I've got the diagrams ready. I've also got the landing page. So we've got this here. Got some information. Obviously it's vibe coded. That's just because it's just a landing page. I don't need it to be anything spectacular. So once the apps get approved, I can just click get app and it should direct the user straight to the App Store or the Play Store. What I need to do is add some screenshots probably here, and yeah, some screenshots, maybe have like a nice little slideshow that shows the screenshots. I'm just gonna end up using the screenshots that we had for here. So I'm just gonna use these, probably just pluck these specific ones and then slap them all over the place here. So that's gonna be the plan. Again, like I said, it's just a waiting game at this point. You're waiting for Apple to approve. So I'm trying to get everything done as I wait for Apple to get rid of this stupid banner. So when the time it does approve it, I can just quickly submit for review and then wait, I guess, because I know it's not gonna pass for the first time because this is a subscription-based app and I'm sure there's a tiny detail I've missed, which is gonna be annoying. But once I get that feedback, I can quickly get this shipped and just have it with people so I can get some decent feedback. Oh, I forgot to say, another thing I need to add to the app is analytics, right? So I need to add analytics using PostHog. It's not a sponsor or whatever. I mean, look at my subscribers. I've got 200 and something. I'm not sponsored. Anyway, so I need to have PostHog analytics so I can track where the user's falling off, right? So let's say I've got people getting into the third stage of the onboarding, right? And they don't carry on. If I can see that in the logs, I can see that in the PostHog activity, I'll be able to see when people are dropping off and I can tweak the changes that need to get tweaked. So maybe clearly there's something wrong with step 4. That's essentially what funnels are. So if you can add multiple steps that you can track, you can create a funnel. So I guess it's like what a funnel is. So like, whoop, how many users end up at the final end goal, which is, I guess, applying for the trial and putting in the card details. So that is the plan. I'm gonna work on that and hopefully there'll be more updates. So I'm gonna try to make more videos of these. I'm gonna try to get the screenshots all showing up here and I'm gonna hopefully have a next video. Hopefully, oh my God, please. I want the title of the next video to be Apple or app has been sent to Apple, or app has been sent for Apple and Google, or whatever, just because I'm so tired of waiting on Apple. They're driving me crazy, bro. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make more of these videos, keep it lighthearted, and just a dude building apps and trying to grow a business, trying to grow a consultancy business, or an agency, whatever you want to call it. I'm just trying to build stuff to make people's lives easier. And if you're a business, I'm trying to build you stuff to make you money so you can it's just a win-win for everyone, right? Yeah, have a good day. Peace.